to steal attention from the King in the Coronation week. But it's her inability to reconcile with her father, the very decent man, Thomas Markle, which I believe has made the situation much worse, with his re-emergence for the first time since suffering a near-fatal stroke.
What would you say to her?
Let's go somewhere and talk. And I say, what's wrong? What? How can I fix this? How can I fix this?
And last night, sister to Meghan and friend of this show, Samantha Markle, joined me to beg the shameless Sussexes to just do the right thing.
When you have rogue children, you know, you love them, you want them to do the right thing, and you're always extending the olive branch. But that doesn't mean they don't have to be accountable. So what that special left out was, yes, he would love to be able to speak to her and make things better. He's not responsible solely for fixing it. I think the burden is on her, the burden is on Harry to make things right with the royal family, with our family.
Lady C, I couldn't agree any more with Sam, but the reality is this is such a sad situation. Two families ripped apart by Harry and Meghan now, and yet again, it's disrupting official royal plans.
Yes, but you know, let's reconfigure that, Dan. It's Meghan and Harry. Harry is following in Meghan's wake. Meghan is a very destructive and divisive and malevolent personality, and she exhibited signs of this even as a little girl and as a teenager. So it's much more exaggerated now, but I mean, look at some of that footage and just look at her sour expressions. You know, she has done her utmost to boost herself at the expense of everybody to whom she owes loyalty and gratitude.
Well, indeed, but Phil Dampier, you can't blame the Markle family here. They are devastated. They have a right to speak. I think the person you can blame is Meghan for allowing it to get to this point where yet again it's overshadowing a royal event.
Yeah, good evening, Dan. I mean, you'd have to have a heart of stone, wouldn't you, not to sort of be moved by that sequence of Thomas Markle there. I mean, it really is a cry from the heart. I mean, he's almost sort of metaphorically getting down on his knees and begging, isn't he, and saying, you know, please, how can we fix this? And it's just falling on deaf ears, and it's very, very sad. I mean, I think the King has shown the way. I mean, he's shown kindness, he's shown compassion, he's shown forgiveness. And it'd be nice to see that from Harry and Meghan, but it just doesn't look like we're going to get it. And, you know, I can't imagine how they're going to feel if something happens to him, if he does sadly die or gets more seriously ill and they haven't made it up to him. But that's just something they're going to have to live with, I'm afraid.
Now, over in the States, the Duke of Delusion could soon become the Duke of Deportation as a leading think tank prepares to take the Biden administration to court for Prince Harry's immigration records. So this is a new legal action launched overnight by the Heritage Foundation. They're demanding to know why he's been allowed to remain in America since publicly admitting a long list of drug abuses in his memoir, Spare. And with immigration one of the hot political topics ahead of next year's presidential election, Lady C, could Biden be forced to make an example of the druggy Duke?
Well, I hate to say I'm very cynical and I think I'm very realistic. I think there's no way Biden is ever going to make an example of Harry. Biden will bend over backwards because remember, Harry and Meghan are supporters of Biden. And Biden has shown time and again that he has no compunction of functioning outside of the law when it suits him. So I really think we would be very optimistic to expect Biden to enforce the law. Remember also, in America especially, there's one law for the rich and another law for everybody else.
And Phil Dampier, certainly it doesn't seem like Prince Harry has any nervousness about travelling to and from the country. Indeed, he's only going to be here we hear, for less than 24 hours on Saturday. I'm going to be very interested, Phil, to see if the eco-hypocrite flies in a private jet to the coronation, by the way, because that would be completely outrageous, wouldn't it, given he doesn't want us mere mortals to use any carbon-guzzling planes?
Well, I'm told, Dan, that even now, if anyone discovers his plans for how he's actually going to fly, he might still not come.
Really?
You know, I'd quite like some papers to publish them and solve us all a problem. But
so sorry, Phil. Can I just clarify that, because there have been rumours earlier in the week that Buckingham Palace are very concerned that Prince Harry might not turn up. So just to be very clear, what you're hearing is that if there's any form of security breach, if anyone reveals exactly how Harry will travel to the coronation and when he'll arrive, you're being told he might just not show up to his own father's coronation?
He's still paranoid, and you know, we know he's suing the Home Office over security. We know about this incident this evening. He is paranoid about security and also about the press finding out things. And I'm told that if anyone publishes the way he's actually going to get here, be it a private jet or maybe he's not coming private jet, I don't know. But if anyone publishes his plans, he might even not come. So you know, that's the sort of knife edge we're on. But I tend to agree.
Lady C, he just wants to cause drama all the time, doesn't he? All the time. He can't even just show up to the coronation and shut up. He wants to cause stress and trouble for the royal family all the time.
But he's always been like that. He's always been a drama queen. And he's married to somebody who's an even more histrionic drama queen than he is. But, you know, I actually am going to reveal how Harry he's getting here. He's borrowing Meghan's broomstick.
Oh, Lady C. Oh, you are a card. You are a card. Lady Colin Campbell and Phil Dampier. And guess what? Both of my royal masterminds live with me Thursday night at Buckingham Palace as we count down to the coronation. So I'll see you both there.